Hello, my faithful moonbeams. Well, strap in your seatbelts because today is the day we go into space with the Space Force. Isn't that right, General Steve? The people tasked with creating the sixth branch of the armed services, the Space Force, starring Steve Carell and rated TVMA comedy, half an hour long. Sorry. Oh, what? You thought I was talking about an actual thing that? Yeah, Donald Trump was actually promoting this comedy starring Steve Carell. Can you believe it? Yeah, yeah, I know. How can you tell when he's joking? I mean, he's always like, "Hello, I'm Donald Trump. Let's go into space with the Space Force. Let's go into space with the Space Force. Yeah, let's inject some alcohol. Let's inject some disinfectants in people's bodies." I was joking when I was being sarcastic when I said that fake news. How can you tell when he's being sarcastic? I can't tell. I mean, can you tell when he's joking? I can't tell when he's joking. I mean, yeah, no. So yeah, the Space Force, Steve Carell comedy. Uh, it airs tonight on Netflix. So now, with the Space Force out of the way, let's get into the fun. The JELLICLE ball, my favorite thing. Yes. Let's talk about the JELLICLE, shall we? Because last thing I need to talk about is the Space Force. I'd rather talk about the JELLICLEs. So, anyways, cats. It all started on October 5th, 1939, with this book, Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats by T.S. Eliot. First publication, October 5th, 1939. You can look that up. Now, let's fast forward a couple of decades to May of 1981, or 1981. Anyways, in 1981, Andrew Lloyd Webber put on a concert for Valerie Elliott, T.S. Eliot's widow. She gave him, you probably know the story by now, but she gave him the Grisabella the Glamour Cat, and the rest is JELLICLE history, in which the stage play came about. Now, here's my introduction to cats. Anyways, my introduction to cats. Hey, yes, that was my introduction to cats back when it was playing at the Winter Garden Theater back in 1984. And here's some more introductions to cats. And this is what this Jellicle memories. Yes, as she said, memory. All in moonlight. Yes, that song helped me a lot when I did cats. And it would. Here's another one. And this one came out when I was doing my rehearsals for cats. Let's see, I even put down, let's see, where's it at? Yes, I put there we are. Yeah, I said it was Christmas. Yeah, let's see. Well, that one comment I put down was, well, in the light that it was Christmas '86, on top of doing cats, I was also doing Elves and the Shoemaker, a Christmas pageant, and being a playwright for Popcorn based on the book of the same name. Also, in the same year, Cats was the largest production I was working on. Popcorn, the second largest. The year took its toll on me. I suffered actor's burnout. So, no wonder the following year I took off from acting. So, yeah. That's one of the comments I put down on that one. And here's another one. The 80s had some of the best commercials, and this one came out when I was working on cats. Who says God doesn't have a sense of humor? Best a tale and do not fail. Sorry about that. One of the drawbacks of working outside, people gunning their engines. Anyways, I also said, someone's smoking over there. How dare? How do they dare? So I even gave him my little 2 cents on that. On that commercial. So, that said, that was my introduction to cats, followed by followed by this Miss Lowe's version of Cats, in which we did the school year of 86 to 87. And then, 11 years later, Andrew Lloyd Webber produced this in VHS and DVD format. So, actors today actually have it better than we did back in 86 and 87. Back in the 80s, they actually have it better because they actually have this to fall back on as a guide to show them how to go about acting in Cats. You actually have a guide now for Cats. We didn't have the guide. We did not have this as a guide. We had to call up Andrew Lloyd Webber and figure it out. Cause Miss Lowe had to call Andrew Lloyd Webber up, and anyways, Miss Lowe had to call Andrew Lloyd Webber up before I was so rudely interrupted by these cars. Miss Lowe had to call Andrew Lloyd Webber up to figure out how to do Cats. Because we didn't have this as a guide. We didn't have any form of video, or the only thing we had to go on was Barry Manilow singing Cats on a cassette player. On a cassette. So yeah. That was all I had to go on was Barry Manilow singing Memory. Other than that, we had to call up Andrew Lloyd Webber, get the know-how on how to do the choreography and the get the songs, and then we were able to do Cats. So thank you, Andrew Lloyd Webber, for letting us be your guinea pigs as a school for doing Cats. We were the first. We were the first school to do Cats. So thank you for using us as your guinea pigs. And then, everyone calls this a box office bomb. I think it's alright. It's okay. It teeters on okay to being campy. It's kind of on that teeter, okay campy, but Little Joe gives it an okay, so it's okay. So, Cats, we're gonna have to go with what Little Joe gave it, an O for okay, and I mean, yeah. M for Moonbeam Me, 7 approved, O for okay. I mean, these things have already been rated on this channel. You're gonna have to go with what's been rated on them, but Cats 2019. Came out 2019 with James Corden. Yeah. I think I could do better. I think I can do better than this. I really do. Matter of fact, I think I could do better than this one. Because they cut out half of Mungo Jerry and Rumpel Teaser, and they didn't have Growl Tiger's Last Stand. So I think I could do better than both of these. I think I do better than both of these. If you want a definitive version of cats, I'm the guy. But anyways, Jellicle Pride Month, Jellicle Pride History Power Month, whatever you want to call it. May is Jellicle Pride History Power Month. May is the month for the Jellicles. I'm calling it that because May 8th, 1987. That's when we did cats. This version of Cats, O for OK, came out May 8th, 1987. So May is the month for the Jellicles. That and basically pretty much everything that's happened so far has pretty much been around May. I mean, Angela Lloyd Webber just did Cats on The Shows Must Go On just this month. So, yeah, May. It's for the Jellicles. May 11th, 1981. That's when Cats opened up on the West End. May 11th, 2000. That's when they closed the doors on Cats on the West End. So, yeah, May is the month of the Jellicles. I'm calling it. May is the month of the Jellicles. Let's go into space with the Space Force! Now, for a little bit of trivia and a movie quote. Let's see. Trivia. What relationship does Munga Jerry have with Rumpelteazer? What's the relationship? What's the relationship between Munga Jerry and Rumpelteazer? And let's see. If you set him on a rat, he'd rather chase a mouse. If you set him on a mouse, he'd rather chase a rat. He is a curious cat. That's your movie quote.